Alright, I'm gonna have another go with a bigger piece of obsidian from the last one. The last one, I liked the results, but I didn't like the way, I didn't like the process, and I was having a little technical difficulty with the tripod and with the gloves. But I do like the result. But I pushed it a little bit too hard and too fast with that small one, so I'm gonna try a bigger one. I am gonna notch it, and I am gonna use the notch-o-matic. But this time I think it'll be a lot easier because it won't be an extreme type of point. Alright, so now without further ado, I had a little break, so a little breather. Oh yeah, I tried one of those gingerbread cookies.
Good,
yeah.
good.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see what this is. This is some kind of banded obsidian. Let's see. Is it translucent? Yeah. Alrighty. Let's see how this works. This is the larger 9-ounce bopper. Oh, yes. So what large obsidian pieces have notches? Well, I'm not sure exactly. I'm just going to make an art piece. How's that? I'll make a big version of a side notch or something. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. I'll just invent something. Because I do want to put some notches in. And I do want to work with more obsidian. It is more relaxing. I think it's more relaxing if I just don't think about all the pieces of glass shards. It is more relaxing to work with obsidian. Alright. You probably couldn't tell that from the last video because I was trying to brush off flakes that were distracting me. Okay. I can tell this is going to be a little different. This is more like the silver sheen stuff that I've worked in the past. So it feels like it's a little bubbly. You know, has those bubbles. So it doesn't feel as smooth. Feels a little more crackly. I'm going to see how thin I can get it. It's not a high grade obsidian. Yeah. Okay, let's see. Yeah, it's not too bad. A lower grade obsidian would have step fractured much more easily. If I don't keep dropping it, I should be alright. It's slippery though. It is slippery. So when I grab it with the glove, it's hard to tell if I've got a good grip on it. Alright. Easily overshot. That's the thing. With easy to flake material. See that? I think there's a diving flake in there. Or diving termination. But almost overshot it. Yeah. I don't know how deep that goes in there. Dang it. That goes pretty deep. Almost overshot it. I'm going to have to take it back just like if it was overshot. Unfortunately. I think I got most of that out. Yeah. Okay. There was a diving flake that almost overshot. Alright, so, and then I just quickly trimmed the rest of it. And there's some crackly edges and stuff. Easy enough to get rid of. Alright, so the first stage is over. There's the biface. Okay. Yep. Okay. So, thinning it is the next stage. There's usable flakes in that. Right? Right. Yeah, little bitty Arrowhead flakes. Yeah, not too bad. As long as I don't hit it too hard, looks like it's going to be all right. Totally different than chert. Because I rarely say, as long as I don't hit chert too hard, it should be okay. I rarely say that with chert or flint. I say things like, see how hard I'm hitting it? But with Obsidian, it's like, see how hard, how I am not hitting it hard? Yeah. Again with the slipping. I gotta watch it, because if it lands on a piece of debitage, even if it's a small piece of debitage, it has a chance of cracking. There's 2 layers of towels down there, so that's pretty well cushioned. It's not gonna break by hitting the floor because there are towels there, but if it lands on a thick enough piece of debitage, it will crack. I'm trying to think if I've ever made a Clovis, Obsidian Clovis. I'm thinking hard on that one. I'm not sure. I probably thought about it a million times, that's why I'm not sure. But I don't think I did. Mainly because I do remember breaking some attempts at Obsidian Clovis. With the fluting. I do remember that, but I don't know if I actually completed one. I'm not going to do a Clovis this time. Like I said, I'm going to put notches in it, so I need it to be something different than a Clovis, obviously. Okay. So I'm not finding it all that easy to thin it down. Although it is getting thin pretty fast. It's not getting thin in a very clean way. There's lots of step fractures. So I've got to be extra careful. When I say careful, I mean I gotta be more alert to what's going on. It's not really careful in the sense that I'm trying to control the flakes. What I'm trying to do is learn what's going on in a more careful way and not be so expedient. Now, I should be doing that with everything. Logically, you might say, just do that with everything. But it's not really necessary. Once you get the hang of a certain kind of material, you can kind of just let go a little bit. So when I say I'm being more careful, I'm not letting it just come naturally. I'm paying attention to what I need to do to improve these strikes on the fly. If I can. Sometimes I can't tell what's going on or why these flakes are not traveling quite right or causing dips or scoop outs or step fractures. Sometimes I can't figure it out, but I'll try to. That's what I mean by being more careful. I'm trying to figure out what's going on in a more conscious way than usual. Yeah, with this stuff, it is delicate, and it's dicey to get that thin and hitting it this hard. Although I'm not hitting it hard, but this is Obsidian. Even a slight bit of percussion is risky. There's a little pocket right there. I gotta get that out eventually. Well, I don't have to get it out, but it seems to be close to the edge, so it may end up being right on the edge toward the end of the process. So it'd be best to get it, or try to get rid of it now. So if I have to ruin the symmetry to get rid of it, at least I can fix the symmetry early on, so I'm not worried about the symmetry at the end like I was with the last point I was working on. I kept losing the symmetry on this one. I'd be breaking off the little barbs and I was losing the symmetry. Removing too much off the edge as well sometimes. I'm reaching the limit of my ability with the percussion. Yeah. Let me see. I'm going to have to take that down again. Make it more narrow to attack that area. In this case, once you start with a step fracture, it keeps compounding unless you can blow through it. I was trying to blow through some of those, but it just started compounding itself. Alright, let's see. Maybe if I switch, I can get more precise in here. Switch to a different tool tip. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of cracked stuff going on. That's very crackly. Yeah. Let's try the less pointy end of it. Might be easier on the edge. Okay. Yeah, that was good. And I can smooth that out from the other side. I was worried more about the front part of the flake scar, trying to get rid of this crackly stuff. I wasn't too worried about the ending. Does that mean I could have avoided those step fractures? Yeah, you can avoid the step fractures in a way if you don't force the flake to travel that far. I put a little more force into it just to try to blow past this crushed area without worrying too much about what that would mean on the terminating end of the flake. Yeah, turned out okay. But I don't dare go any thinner with the percussion. Not right now. I might find a thick spot later that I can use the percussion on, but for now, that's good. I don't usually, I do this a lot in videos. I don't usually do that, the width to thickness ratio, when I'm by myself. I'm pretty used to it already. 40 by 6 to 1. Yeah. All right. Pretty typical. Let me think here. Oh yeah, I'm gonna do some pressure. Golly, that thing is slippery. See, can we see through it? Ah, we can start to see through it and see the banding. All right, so I'm gonna clean it up. It's all jagged. Is there something else in the oven? I hear the oven beeper. You hear the oven beeper? Yeah. Well, I took a test on the internet the other day where you would listen to a tone and it would slowly rise in frequency, and when you couldn't hear it anymore, it would judge your age. And it got pretty close. I stopped being able to hear the tone at age 54. And I'm going to be 61 soon. So that was funny. You know, as you age, you know, obviously you lose your hearing, but I didn't realize that they could design a test around that to judge your age. And there were other responses. There were other responses that say, I could hear everything and I'm 50. I must be 2 years old or something. I don't believe them that they could hear the whole range and they're 50. Nope. Don't believe it. They must have a ringing in their ears so they always hear that high-pitched tone or something, because it definitely went away for me after a certain high frequency was reached. I couldn't hear it anymore. Anyway, I can hear that oven beeper. Okay. I think I've stated before in my videos that Obsidian can create the sharpest edge in the world, right? The natural edge is the sharpest of anything, but to sharpen an edge of an Obsidian point is one of the most difficult things to do. That's ironic. The irony. I'm looking for a file, so hold on. It might take all day. There it is. Hiding under my utility knife. All right, so I like this file, this flat one. This needle file. It's a diamond file, but go at the store and it's called a needle file. All right. Yeah, I'm thinking about that hearing test again. I wonder if some people have such a good imagination that they can imagine themselves hearing a tone. So they imagined that they heard the tone all the way down or all the way up to the highest frequencies. And yeah, maybe they actually heard something because their imagination is that vivid. What do you think? Can some people fool themselves to that extent? Maybe. Kind of scary. So yeah, I'm gonna put the title of the previous video as I almost deleted this. That'll be the title of the video, because I almost deleted the video. As I was taking a break, I was saying I don't like the way that video turned out, so I'm probably gonna delete it. No, I'll not delete it. As of right now, when I'm making this video, I still have not finished uploading the previous. That's why I say that. So as I'm making this, the other video is currently uploading. Okay. Now I didn't see any pockets of ash or whatever those are prior to thinning it down, but now I see the pocket there and a pocket there. Is there another pocket gonna rear its ugly head? Hopefully not. Okay. Let's put some more force into these pressure flakes. Yeah, that's what I wanted. I wanted to flatten the backside of that steppy area, but I don't want to get too thin right there. That's the danger of doing that. All right. Can you see what I'm doing? Yeah, I broke the tip off, but that's okay because it was not on center anyway. Yeah, that's all right. You know, it was kind of curved before it broke, but now it's straight, so it's good. I'm gonna start feeling that gingerbread cookie here in a minute, probably. I'm gonna start spinning. It wasn't too sugary, so it should be okay.
Get ready for a 10-inch beef rib.
All right. Is that what's cooking?
No, we'll go get one.
Oh, okay.
We'll go to that barbecue pit. They got some fabulous ribs, 10-inch long.
Oh, dang. Fred Flintstone ribs. Yeah.
We have to wait for the mighty hunter to come back.
Yeah, yeah. They haven't killed Bambi yet, so we gotta wait for them. They saw a bunch of Bambis, but they didn't kill any yet. They saw, what was it, 2 does and 2 bucks?
Yeah, $2,
But they were not, trophy worthy. And the bucks were not cull bucks, they were just young, right?
They was just young.
Yeah.
Tell them they can't eat the horns.
Yeah. Yeah, the horns are not what you're gonna eat. Yeah, I got a freezer stocked full of deer meat. More than I've ever seen before. I can't eat it fast enough. I'm going out every week. It's been fun.
And it all wasn't roadkill.
Yeah, it wasn't roadkill. Not this time. Yeah, no, we can't pick up roadkill in Texas. I think there's a couple states where you can pick up the roadkill, but not here. Yeah, unfortunately. I don't know what they're afraid of. Maybe they're afraid of drivers actually hitting deer on purpose so they can pick them up. I don't know. I wonder what the reason is why you can't pick them up from the street. If nothing else, I mean, you could give them to your dogs. That's what I've been doing with any of the meat that smells kind of dicey, because I've gotten some carcasses and some stuff out of the Henry's freezer that smelled kind of dicey. So I said, no, I'm just gonna give it to the dogs, see if they like it. They like it. Dog food's getting expensive, like everything else. Okay, here we go. I'm thinning with the pressure flaker. Thinning with pressure. But I really do need a slotted pad for that. So I'm trying to do my best to thin it with this non-slotted pad. I'm gonna have to break down and get me one of those pads, that type of pad that I ditched long ago. They said, nope, I'm breaking them on this slotted pad. But for these long thinning flakes with pressure, my pad is stopping the long flake travel. This pad. It works fine on the smaller arrowheads where it doesn't have to travel very far, but with these larger ones, yeah. Let's see. Is this flexible? It's not flexible. Oh, that's pretty good. Alrighty. Actually, it might work really good. Let's see. Well, I didn't put enough pressure on that, but let's see.
I think it's upside down.
It's supposed to be the other way. Okay, let's see. And if I break the whole thing, if I bridge it, because I'll bend it. If there's even a slight amount of bending that can be done, yeah, this will flex Yeah, it flexes. Even if it's like a 1/64 of an inch flex, I will snap the point. It has to be 0 flex. Yeah. I don't know how I do it. It's 36 minutes. I really don't want to divide this video up, but yeah, it's time for a break. So that's so far so good. Yeah, I'll continue on the next segment. I'll just take a snapshot. All right, there you go.